Crypto Show, Bitcoin and Common Sense.
Your cousin from Boston.
In a town where loyalty is king, where the line between right and wrong is blurred, and justice is anything but blind, one thing reigns supreme.
You all know me. I'm not just a cop. I'm a father, I'm a son, and above all, I'm from Boston.
Boston Accent. Critics are calling the film Boston Accent gritty, emotional, and the movie with the most Boston accents this year. The Politician, with the upscale Kennedy-type Boston accent.
I am the mayor of Boston. I was elected to clean up this town, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna get my hands dirty.
The townie who says the word bro in every sentence.
Bro, don't tell me to chill out, because I'm cranked up, bro. And I know where you live, bro. And bro, I know where you work, bro. And bro, I know what you drive, bro. A Nissan Maxima, bro.
We have the meat.
You can't handle the truth.
Good afternoon, America! And welcome to the Dana Crypto Show. We're the show all about Bitcoin and blockchain technology.
Yeah, Mr. Crypto!
That's right, man. We've been talking about some things in the past. Again, if you're a newbie, baby, if you're a newbie, you're listening to the Dana Crypto Show. It's the first FM radio show in America on Bitcoin and blockchain technology.
Crazy Eddie, his prices are insane.
Learning what the truth is, man. We want the truth, Ruth. You want the whole thing, man, and that's why you come here. And we're going to uncover some things, and for you cryptophiles, you cryptomaniacs, you listen and listen good. Got a couple of things I'm going to share with you right now, and then I'm going to share some things later that you may find valuable. That's right, Mr. Crypto. Later in the show, I'm going to give you my prediction and when you should buy. And I don't usually do this. I've actually never done this.
Self-destruct sequence activated.
I don't know. But you're going to hear my prediction for the end of the year price and then when Bitcoin hits certain milestones. But you're going to have to hang on for that, man. But you got other things to worry about. And I got other things to talk about here on the Dana Crypto Show. Now, remember, if you can't find me, just go to pod617.com. It's the Boston Podcast Network. It's the Cat Daddy. It's the Boston Podcast Network. But also check me out on social media, Dana Crypto. Just Google that, man. You can find me there. I'm doing the YouTube channel thing. I'm getting ready for that, slowly building. But anyway, life is good. Here's something for you. If you listen to the show, and I know you do because you're listening now. No! Mr. Crypto made some predictions about Elon Musk. Now, Elon Musk was the first trillionaire. The day that was announced, Mr. Crypto went on Dana Crypto Show and said, this ain't gonna last.
Yes! Yes! Oh!
And what I said was sometime in the future, because all it took was for his stock to go a little bit down, just a little bit, and now it's crap. So he's like 50 billion light at this point of being a trillionaire. His trillionaire status lasted for 11 to 12 days. He reached that milestone on June 12th, 2026, when SpaceX went public on NASDAQ, pushing his net worth over $1 trillion, and nobody really gives a flying flip. However, we all do because I'm talking about it, right?
I apologize for nothing.
Play me that tape. Here's the prediction. In a certain date in the future, the trillionaire montage will disappear. There will be no trillionaire because all it takes, the stock is traded at like 210. Mr. Crypto, doing a little basic math. I went to 6th grade, up in school, baby, elementary school, Beverly, the 6th grade, the best 3 years of Mr. Crypto's life. So here's another one for you. This is never going to happen for a very, very, very long time. And when I say this, I mean somebody becoming a trillionaire. Okay, his stock would have to go about another 60, 70 bucks. The company doesn't make money. We're not going to talk about this because it's kind of nonsensy. It's just numbers and letters. on a digital pad or a bank account or whatever.
A baby's arm holding an apple.
We're going to talk about gold. We're going to talk about what you value. What do you value in life? Is it gold? Why does the United States dollar looked upon? We're going to learn. You're going to get a little history lesson here accurately. And a lot of people don't know. We're going to talk about maybe the Bretton Woods system, the Bretton Woods Agreement. Maybe you don't know what that is. We've talked about it before on the show. It's all going to come full circle.
Stop this crazy thing!
But what is gold? Why do we value it? It dominates us. It dominates the human economic history and preference for several specific reasons. Its indestructibility, man. Unlike iron that rusts or food that rots. And I know that, man. You should go look in my refrigerator. I gotta clean that bad boy out. But food rots. Gold does not tarnish, corrode, or decay. A gold coin from antiquity remains in perfect condition today. What are you saying, Mr. Crypto? Well, it's what you value.
Learned that all four of them habitually smoke marijuana cigarettes. Reefers.
Gold used to be really rare when you had to mine it by hand. I'll put 20 guys on that vein and pick and shovel. We're going to get that vein. That's some vein you got there, mister. Gold is rare, but crucially, its supply grows very slowly because all the gold ever mined still exists. It's nearly impossible to artificially inflate its supply. However, there are companies, we don't have to get into all that, but just like everything else, things are controlled.
We'll get you what is rightfully yours, and that's that.
It also has workability. A single ounce can be hammered into a sheet covering 300 square feet or drawn into a 50-mile long wire. Can you imagine? Just 1 ounce of gold, man, making it very easy to shape into coins or jewelry with even primitive tools. And so, if you haven't caught on yet, I could be talking about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the digital gold. This is what I'm trying to talk about. Also, universal trust. And we're going to get into that, man. What is universal trust, man?
I love you. You love me.
So you know about the Bretton Woods Agreement where the United States came together? They all came together with all the other countries of the world. Now, Bretton Woods, New Hampshire, not too far from where Mr. Crypto is right now. Not too far. I'm in the next state over, couple hour ride, and you're there to Bretton Woods, New Hampshire. Mount Washington, man. You ever been there? Mount Washington Hotel. World famous, 1944, World War II. Picture it. That was the day, the Bretton Woods Agreement, a 1944 international monetary framework designed to rebuild the war-torn global economy and prevent competitive devaluations. Basically, everybody bowed down and kissed the United States ass. That's what happened at Bretton Woods, because you said, okay, guys, you are powerful, man. You're it. You've done, and you're going to free Europe. This happened very shortly afterwards. They could see it coming. It was established as a fixed exchange rate system where global currencies were pegged to the US dollar, which was backed by gold at $35 an ounce.
Mostly Maui Wowie, man. Yeah? But it's got some Labrador in it.
At the Bretton Woods Agreement, there are 44 allied nations convening at the Mount Washington Hotel, July 1944. That should be the Declaration of Independence. That should be the day we bow down. I guess. I don't know. So the gold standard, they peg their currencies here. I'll give you bullets. I don't want to get too... See, Mr. Crypto has a tendency to go into great detail. When I'm trying to keep it simple, it's the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid.
I'm Larry. This is my brother Daryl. That's my other brother Daryl.
The U.S. dollar standard, member nations peg their currency's value to the U.S. dollar rather than directly to gold. First mistake. That was the first mistake, because it's a rug pull. It was the first rug pull in history. We screwed over the whole world because basically we had a nuke, and what we were about to do to Japan, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, we were going to free Europe. We became a superpower. We took 5 years prior to that and built, a machine. Factories, Ford, Chevy, the GM, they're all making military stuff. It was a buildup. We went in and we took Europe in 6 months. You are the king. And don't drop a bomb on me, man. We'll give you the gold thing. Don't drop a bomb on me. But these countries could come and take it. And I don't know if you remember, this was beyond my time. Mr. Crypto, he's old, but he's not ancient.
2,000 years later.
But I remember seeing silver certificates, gold certificates. You could literally take those to the bank and say, here's my dollar. I want my dollar worth of gold. They'd probably give you a coin. We had all our money backed by gold. Where'd the United States get all the gold? Did we rape and pillage? Yes, we did. The American people. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, dude. The dude comes on one day and he says, oh, by the way, gold is illegal. You can have your wedding ring and a couple of necklaces, but that's it. Everything you got in gold bars. They lock people up. They'd come and take your gold. Now, they'd buy it for $17 an ounce. So it could back up the US dollar. This is in the 30s. See, they don't teach this shit in school. What's wrong with the friggin' education system, man? You can't get reality, because if you get a grip on reality from here, you're going to understand it in the future. What don't you understand about that? Now, the United States, they go around, they collect all the gold, put people in jail, give them $17 an ounce. As soon as that whole collection thing was all done, they decided, oh, well, it's now $35 an ounce. And that price held for like 40 years. And it backed the United States dollar. And then we lost our way. Remember that thing I said about a rug pull? The United States said, yo, this is all going to be, you can get your gold if you go to the bank. Now, fast forward, August 15th, 1971. It's a day famously referred to as the Nixon shock. President Richard Nixon announced that the unilateral suspension of the dollar, convertibility into gold effectively, ending the Bretton Woods system and transitioning the dollar into a fiat currency. Boom, boom, out go the lights. That was it. It's fiat. It doesn't mean anything. But what does it mean? Do we need gold? Nixon thinking we can just print money. And that's what we do today. We just print it, and we just print it. And I don't know anybody who can live in debt except for the United States. It's $24 billion per day in interest on the U.S. debt. We have gone $115 billion over budget every month for the last several months. What do you think? You can just print more. And people think it's inflation, but it's not. It's not inflation. It's deflation. It's there's just more of it. It's like putting a drink of vodka or whatever you drink and then adding an equal amount of liquid. It's diluted. US dollar, diluted. They keep putting more and more in. So now we can talk about things that are more important. So you want to come in, sometimes listen to the Dana Crypto Show. They think it's all crypto. Sometimes I don't even talk about crypto or cryptocurrency. And I don't go off on tangents, and I keep it simple. This is a show for the people, by the people. I'm here for you. I'm here to teach you and to have some fun and to hang out. But some of you are like, you're like starving dogs in the back of a me wagon. You just keep on coming after me and sending me things. What do you think of this? What do you think of that? Here's what I think. Buy it, hold it. You'll be glad you did. Simple things. I've been on the air since 2016 on a little FM station in the north of Boston area. Was there for quite a few years. And then the COVID thing. But I was always on the Boston Podcast Network day one and Spotify and Apple and all those things. But anyway, you can find it there and you can see that, wow, this guy actually predicted it right. He actually called it right. I'm here to share with you today the reality based on history, and you can feed things into different models, and you can just have common sense on top of everything else. But there are ways. We have ways. We have ways of making you talk. We have ways. We have ways of figuring things out. Let me tell you something right now, cryptophiles. I would continue buying and holding. But at the end of the year, at the end of this year, this is 2026, the price of the day going into the new year will be $55,273. I expect it to be within $3,000 plus or minus of that, based on history repeating multiple times. So it hasn't hit the bottom yet, but then let's get excited. You want to get excited, baby? You want to get off? Here, let me get you off. Let's go to a year. So you're going to have to wait a year. We're going to be struggling now for another year. 1st of January, 2028. So about 18 months, it starts to get juicy again, man. It's going to get juicy. It's going to be like a plump, thick steak. Here's the price on January 16, 2028. So this time next year, June 8th, 2027, price at the end of the day, the closing day, as predicted by Mr. Crypto, $85,905. Okay, it's getting interesting now. Now it's getting interesting, brother. So it's going to climb up from there. So you got another year cycle, but let's hit, 18 months. Let's go into 28. I like 28 because you're going to close out on January 1st, 2028, as predicted here on the Dana Crypto Show, using the most significant and most up-to-date in today's time models, feeding them the information, and then figuring it out more than you could ever. January 1st, 2028, 112,472. Not the all-time high, but getting there now. Go 6 months forward from that. Now you're up at 196.7. March 7, 2028. 196.7 and 65 cents. I'm not going to go any further from there because then it's going to get too exciting. I think your head will explode. And you don't need to think that far ahead. And that's only a couple of years. People plan retirement for years. Like years. You're like, 401k and all this other stuff, which is great. Do that. Do that. But do this. Do that, do this, do this, do that. Do it all. And you're going to be surprised. You're going to be shocked because the world, the U.S. dollar can't continue forever. We can't continue going into debt. $24 billion a day in interest. Interest. Does that compound? How does that all work? We just print more money, man. I'm not going to get into all that. What I'm going to get into is just hanging out, enjoying the summer. Hopefully you will.
That's what she said.
We're talking about gold this week on the show. We're talking about values. What do you value? What's Elon Musk's value? Crazy times. Well, listen, I'm going to leave you this week with a 2-minute explanation on the evolution of money. And I'll see you here next week. You'll hear me here next week. Have a great one.
It all started with food. Primal people used to grow stuff outside their caves and eat it. But the weather everywhere was different, so people were freezing to death and couldn't grow anything. So what they did was they stole food from others. Smart, huh? Well, not quite. Soon, enough people realized they didn't have to steal from each other. Instead, they started to exchange food for things. Horses, buckets, or whatever. But this didn't last very long. So people decided to use something else for that purpose. Something more valuable. Something rare. Something like gold. There's not much gold in the world, and it's difficult to mine. Great, people thought. Let's get down to business. So they started to exchange everything for gold. Their food, work, and sometimes even their lives. Gold is not some kind of magic metal. People decided that it had value. Also, they realized that they would run out of it one day. Soon, enough people got tired of carrying gold around. It was heavy and could just get them into trouble. That's when people got another idea. Why not deposit gold in banks? Government started to print special papers called banknotes. All banknotes had different numbers written on them. This way people knew how much gold a banknote could buy. Banks became the place where people kept their precious banknotes. Unlike gold, banknotes didn't require mining. Governments could print as many as they wanted. The value of banknotes started to drop. That's what we call devaluation. Bankers started to exchange different banknotes and receive huge bonuses in return. Very soon money began to rule the world. That's when a group of smart guys decided to change things. They invented a new form of currency, the one that government and banks would not control. They called it Bitcoin. To prevent forgery, they invented a complicated algorithm that would create new Bitcoins. To prevent any fraud, they decided to register all Bitcoin transactions in one digital ledger, which they called a blockchain. At first, there were just a few of those smart guys, but with time, more and more people saw that Bitcoin was just like gold, only better. They could buy anything with it: meat, beer, jewelry, or even a Thai massage. This way, Bitcoins became secured by the interest of smart people. So now you know how the Bitcoin came into this world.
Because, here at the Dana Crypto Show, we believe in a few basic principles. We believe in a level playing field. We believe that everyone should have equal access and opportunity to all things that make us healthier and wealthier as a nation.
Have the meat.
We believe that talent is distributed equally, but opportunity is not. man. Let's deal with that. Get into crypto, man. Listen to the Dana Crypto Show. Find me on social media. Always remember, mutants, freaks, and cryptophiles. I am your king.